Right, welcome everyone to the FRL Zero Assist Division race. They will be at Singapore tonight. This is going to be a very interesting race, especially with this track in particular. It's not an easy track I've found when I drive here to master. It'll be quite interesting to see who we'll have on pole position today. Bring up. There we go. We have a few drivers heading out already to start their laps. So we'll jump on board with Matty here as he takes us through, getting himself ready to take us through to today's race. So they're doing a 18-minute qualifying session, followed by a 50% race. Singapore is one of the longest circuits that they will do on this calendar. I can pull up that information in just a sec. So they'll be doing a total of 31 laps around here, which is definitely one of the longest links that they've done. It is a street circuit as well, so it's not, there'll be a lot of bumps and a lot of undulations. The length of the circuit is 5.063 kilometers, so it's sort of up there with one of the longest circuits, but not quite. I think that title goes to Spa, if memory is correct, at the Belgian Grand Prix. There are a total of 23 turns. And 3 DRS zones. Tyre wear around here is high. You'll find that with a lot of street circuits. Tyre wear will be relatively high. But I'm pretty sure these guys have a strategy on what they're going to do. Try and master that and keep their tyre wear down to as minimal as possible. It gets very hot here at Singapore, so tyre temperatures do skyrocket a bit. So the drivers here that can't exactly keep their tyre temperatures under control, they'll end up suffering quite largely. And Maddie Wilson has just set the fastest lap so far with a 1:37.9, and Hugh has just beat him by a 1:35.7. Slight incident with McLaren. He's got driving a bit slow there. Doesn't look. Oh, he's made. Oh, and some people have just gone into the runoff. Oh, prime time Raz into the runoff just under the grandstand. He's got his lap time invalidated, and he's got wing damage as well. So we need to go back into the pits. Now the pits here is a very awkward pits. Very easy to get to your speed limit board, hit that, but you're still in control of the car, unfortunately, so you need to make sure you're still turning in for that. Pit strategies. A lot of drivers will probably go for soft mediums, or they'll probably go medium or to hard. It all depends on how they want to do it. Chances of a safety car is very high. Very high chance that there's a safety car, and this is due to it being a street circuit. And so we'll just jump on board the tower here. So he's going through sector 2. Now I'm always very careful on this part of the track here. So when I do my drives and that, I'm always very careful here. Just over past that bridge because of the fact that guardrail is there and you can't turn in too sharply. If you turn in too sharply and you hit that guardrail, that's it, your race is over. So Weezy has the fastest lap time of a 1:35.4. Oh, we've had an incident down. Oh, and Sandeezy's gone into the wall. He's got wing damage. Oh, ouch. Not being pleased about that. He's coming up to the bridge as well. Don't exactly want to be having wing damage here. But he gets through nicely. So this division here is the pinnacle of the FRL community. So this is the division that most people would want to be aiming to be. Because the reason being is this division is pretty much, you know, as close as what you can get to actual Formula 1. They run 0 assists. So they have to be all about their throttle application, and the steering has to be perfect as well. And we've got a incident in Sector 1. We'll investigate that. It's gone green, so I think it was just one of the Mercedes were letting through one of their teammates. Sandy's he's gone through with the damaged front wing. Ooh. And he's set a 206. So that's not going to be particularly happy with that. So it looks as though on average a lot of people are sticking to about high 30s, so basically yeah, 36.7 is what most people's time is. Or 30, okay, with under a minute 38. I've seriously got huge respect for these drivers here. The amount of control that they can have with their cars. Weezy still holds the top spot. So at the moment the provisional lineup is Weezy on pole position, Hugh on second, Gold Power on third, Ryan on fourth, Primetime Ray's on fifth, sixth we have Power, seventh we have Jack Jackson, eighth we have Matty Wilson, ninth we have Ned, 10th we have Crazy Kiwi, 11th we have Sans Easy, and on 12th we have Steamed. He's just going through bridges nice and slowly, just staying out of everyone else's way. He's looking at getting his tyres warm by the looks. Typically you'd be wanting to go a little bit faster than that. It doesn't have an invalidated lap time. So you're starting to pick up a little bit more speed. Ooh, a little bit deep in there. Just getting his tyres nice and warmed up. Because you don't want to start your hot lap on cold tyres. So you start your hot lap on cold tyres around here, you will end up in the wall. So you'll just lose so much grip. So here we go, and here we go, he starts his flying lap. We'll stay on board here. This will be a very interesting race, because as I mentioned earlier, these guys are pretty much the elite of the community. It takes a huge amount of skill and patience to learn how to do this and how to drive the zero assist. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these drivers will actually be driving with a wheel as well. So it will almost basically feel like it is an actual car they are driving in. Ooh, a little bit annoying. As he's going under the grandstands. Ooh. Very generous on that curb at the grandstands. So tonight is the Zero Assist Division, and tomorrow is Division 1 and Division 2 that are racing. So Division 1 and Division 2 do have assists on for some of them. It's entirely up to whether drivers want to use assist or not. So I can find the standings. Alright, so currently the standings, in first position we have Hugh with 96 points. Very well for himself. Second position we have Ryan with 54 points. Okay. Third position we have Crazy Kiwi on 50 points. And fourth we have Gold Power on 43 points. Fifth we have Maddie Wilson on 28 points. Sixth we have Wheezy on 27 points. No, yeah, 27 points. Seventh we have Jack Jackson on 26 points. And the Stig isn't racing tonight, but he is on 8th with 20 points. Primetime Raz, he is 9th on 16 points. A bit of slight. It's just passing by, I think, to let a few people through. Let's see, who else do we have? In 10th we have Prince, who is on 13 points. 11th we have Power, who is on 12 points. 12th we have Sands Easy, who is on 6 points. And 13th we have Sliders, who is on 4 points. 14th we have Dio Racing Team, who is on 2 points. 15th we have Steamed Names, who is on 1 point. And then 16th through to 18th they are on 0 points. 16th you have Racing Stranger 9, 17th you have Ned, and 18th you have NZ Crusader Kid. So that's the current standings. Qualifying has finished. Oh, we have a spin from Hugh. Oh. Oh, and a big crash. Hugh has got a 5-place grid penalty. Although I don't believe that is his fault. It is not his fault. It was a huge crash. but I'm pretty sure the stewards will look at it and will remove his grid penalty, I believe, because the McLaren was under an AI controlled car. So currently on pole position we have Wheezy in 9 off alongside him we have Hugh, and on the second row of the grid we have AR Ryan. So I think it seems easy, might have binned it, judging by the mini-map. And fourth we had Jack Jackson, so those are your first two. That was very well done, that was. Let's have a look at the race director, shall we? So we've got a few warnings, validated lap times. So Gold Power crashed out by the looks. Yeah, the incident that Hugh's been involved in was entirely no fault of his own. He could easily, if he chooses to, bring it to the stewards and they'll look at it. So here we go, we're now just waiting for the game to load, and it looks like it'll start off as a dry race today. But there could also be a chance that it might become a wet race, and then that'll be quite an interesting one to handle a car in. Alright, so we're 25 seconds away from the start of the race. Okay, they're just starting off for the formation lap. So we'll run through the grid order while they're doing it. So on pole position we have Wheezy. In second we have Ryan. Third we have Jack Jackson. Fourth we have Gold Power. Fifth we have Ned. Sixth we have Power. Seventh we have Hugh. Eighth we have Primetime Raz. Ninth we have Maddie Wilson. Oh, and we've already had some people be disqualified for contact. So he'll be kicking himself for that. We're at ninth. So ninth we have Maddie Wilson. 10th we have Crazy Kiwi. 11th we have Steamed Nangs. And 12th we have Sanzizi, and that's your grid lineup for tonight's race. So it's a small field today. It would be nice to have 16 for a full grid. As I mentioned earlier, these guys are pretty much the elite of the community, you can say. These guys drive with no assist at all. And a lot of them will be driving with wheels as well. But any driver that drives no assists and uses a pad, all due respect to them. Yeah. with the pad, you won't feel it as well as what you would do with the wheel. So it'll be interesting to see what will happen. Although those in the audience that are watching, you know, don't be scared to put down in the chat, you know, who you think will come out on top. Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's put down your top 3 drivers that you think will come out on top of today's race. So I'm just waiting for the last of the drivers to line up on the grid. We're just waiting for the red lights. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for tonight's race in Singapore. Jump on board with Wheezy. Oh, we're going... Oh, it looks... Oh, Wheezy goes slightly wide. Still holds in first position though. Doesn't... Looks like everyone's gone through turn 1 nice and clean. It's very good to see. You don't want to be getting wing damage this early into the Grand Prix. Oh man, it's all very close. Everyone's trying to find the opportunities to overtake. And Ned's made a pass on power. Oh, and Primetime Raz goes a little bit wide. Oh, nearly makes contact with the barrier. Oh, and oh! I think Ned went into the wall there. I think he slid into the wall. It doesn't appear he's got any damage, so he might have just had his side hit the wall. So Sandeezy's going on the inside of power. Oh, and Matty Wilson follows him through. That was a nice follow through, and Matt is going nice overtake on by Matt. So some interesting, a lot of pit stop strategies that are being predicted by the game. Wheezy sets the fastest time of a 1:43.3. Darius has been enabled. Already 3 laps into this race. So at the moment, Wheezy is leading the Grand Prix. The timetable is glitched. Oh, we got an incident in Sector 1. And we have a safety car. Oh, looks like someone's lost their front wing. It looks as though it is Sandeezy who's lost his front wing. Oh, but this is going to be a very interesting turn of effect. We knew that the safety car would be possible at this time. But it's going to change the game completely now. Alright, so at the moment we'll run through what the grid is at the moment. So in first place we have Wheezy, second we have Ryan, third we have Jack Jackson, fourth we have Gold Power, fifth we have Hugh, sixth we have Ned, seventh we have Matty Wilson. Oh, and Wheezy's just pulling into the pits right now, so he's looking to do his Owen Primetime Reyes gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And Wheezy's fitted on a set of medium tyres. So Wheezy's committing to a 2-stop strategy. Sanji's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So that'll definitely hammer him. As he's pulling in. He's going for a set of mediums. Changing his front wing as well. So he could be going medium, medium soft. He could transition to a medium, medium hard. Either way, we'll redo the grid order because we have new drivers in the lead. So first position we have Jack Jackson, second we have Gold Power, third we have Hugh, fourth we have Matt, fifth we have Primetime Raz, sixth we have Crazy Kiwi, seventh we have Wheezy, eighth we have Ryan, ninth we have Power, 10th we have Ned, 11th we have Sandy, and 12th we have Steamed Man. So we'll check to see if everyone's done their stop already. Details. So from 7th down have done their stop already. The top 6 still need to do a stop. And Matt is on a set of softs, so his tyres will go off first. So he'll need to come in and pit for that. And Power's got a set of hards, and so does Steamed. He has a set of hards as well. So they're looking for a longer stint than normal tonight. So Matt has made up the most positions so far. He's gone from 9th to 4th. Drivers are just weaving around, trying to keep their tyres nice and warm. So this will be a very, very intense race. Quite a long race as well. And Steam Mans has picked up a penalty. I think he's got a collision. Just check that. I'll check that on the race director. What did he get pinged for? He got pinged for... Oh, the pit exit line. Oh, that'll be a hard one. So there'll be a few of these drivers that are having blue helmets, or helmets that have some hint of blue to them. The reason for that is because one of our members had a healthy baby boy this week. Oh, and Sansi's picked a collision penalty, I think. Doesn't look like it, but we'll check the race director. Yeah, severe collision. So he'll be looking maybe to get Stuart to look at that. But we had one of our members have a healthy baby boy, and so everyone's wearing helmets. They have a bit of blue on them, just as a bit of support, you know, and a bit of congratulations and all that. We're just still waiting for the safety car to come in. Jack is controlling the pace of the field. He is. Got it all bunched up. Crazy Kiwi will be racing to try and catch up with everyone after having pitted. I believe he probably pitted to get a new wing, possibly. There we go, he's caught up with everyone. Yeah, so safety car is in this lap. Oh, severe collision. And Jack is just letting the safety car go right ahead, which is what you are meant to do. And you aren't allowed to start racing until you have crossed the start-finish line. Just going under the grandstands right now. There's still full course caution. They're starting to pick up a little bit of pace now. And they're green flag. They're back racing, everyone. It looks like it's a very good scrap down here. Oh, a little bit touchy there. Well, he's had to take that corner. He hasn't been given a warning, as far as I can tell. Received a penalty for it. Very close racing here. Oh, and looks like Ryan's overtaken his teammate. Looks like he's got the pace for it. And he's overtaking left to right. Everyone's definitely hungry for those positions they want. Especially those points paying positions. Everyone's starting to, yeah, all looks on the top. It looks like it's really close. Three Ferrari powered cars taking out the top three steps on the podium at the moment. Oh, someone's had a bit of contact. I think it was Wheezy. Yes, he has. He's coming in to get that fixed. Jack Jackson sets the fastest time in the Grand Prix. I'll pull that up for you. With a 1:44.1. We've got a lot of drivers coming in for their pit stops and to get front wings changed and tyres. He's got a fairly decent lead on him, a 1.8 second lead. Hewer's getting really close in with his teammate though. Oh, looks like he's tried maybe going for the move around the outside, or trying to avoid the collision. A couple of... Oh, we have an incident in Sector 2. Oh, Sans Easy looks like he's hit the wall. That'll cost him dearly. And Jack sets another fastest lap of a 40.5, and DRS has now been re-enabled. Yui always... What's happening here? It was just a bit of a slow drive. Oh. So Hewer's overtaken his teammate. Gold Power is still right on him. Let's see if we can find any juicy... Sans Easy's leaving the pit, so we're going cautiously. Oh, he's slightly across. I don't think it was right over. And Primetime Raz gets another penalty, a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings again. He's not going to be too pleased about that. So far, his time penalty won't affect him as much if he keeps at this pace by looks. Because his nearest rival is about 21 seconds away, and that's just not... That only drop him... It'll still keep him in P10. Sans Easy's closing up to Ned. Gonna look for a move somewhere. He's gonna wait for the straight. Try and utilise. He's gonna wait for his opportunity. Keeping it nice and close and just using DRS to get past him. Just keeping right on there. Oh, and Ned has gone into the runoff, which gave Sans Easy the opportunity he was after. So it looks as though Ned just buckled under pressure. And it's very easy to do. Very, very easy. Slight incident in Sector 2. I think it was Raz again. Oh, and Steam Nan's 5-second penalty crossing the pit lane exit. He's definitely not going to be happy about that. So the field started to spread out a bit more now, which was not exactly great to see. We like to see them everyone nice and in there, keeping the racing nice and tight. I want to see lots of overtakes. And Wheezy has just picked up a time penalty of 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We have another incident in Sector 2. What the hell's... what's happening here? Ooh. You have 3 cars here that are unsure whether they are racing or what exactly they are doing. Oh, we have contact that was made. I've just seen a piece of a Williams car, I think, come off. Oh, and the Mercedes as well. Damage to both cars, both the Williams and the Mercedes. So they'll be looking at possibly pitting. The Mercedes is, the Williams is. Oh. And Ned has picked up a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So it looks like it's just a time penalty, not a pit stop penalty that they're doing. We've had someone say that they believe Wheezy will win. Another incident in Sector 2. Oh. Seems easy. He's got a 3-second time penalty, but he's chasing down Ned. Oh, this is what we like to see. Oh! Oh, wow. Oh, that was a big hit. Damn, that'll definitely need to be replayed. That is a safety car incident again. And the stewards will definitely be looking at that. They'll look at it after the race though. At the moment we'll run through the grid order. Okay. So at the moment, in first we have Hugh, in second we have Jack, third we have Ryan, fourth we have Gold Power, fifth we have Wheezy, sixth we have Matt, seventh we have Primetime Raz, eighth we have Power, ninth we have Steamed, and 10th we have Crazy Kiwi. And Steam picks up another time penalty for multiple warnings. That was a massive crash. Like, I'm very interested to see what happened in regards to that. Because from where I stand and from where I saw it, I think it was a deliberate accident. You know, I think Ned probably caused a deliberate accident out of anger. I think. So we are currently on lap 12 out of 31. So we've still got a long way to go, folks. If you want, pull up a chair, grab a cold beer, and just relax and enjoy this. This is the second safety car of the night. So I'm going to be very interested to see those drivers that haven't pitted yet. Looks like they all have pitted. For those that have got tyres that are a little bit older, whether they want to come in now and swap them out. Like Hugh, for example, he's on 12 lap old tyres. Only at that time you'd sort of be looking at thinking about swapping your tyres around. Push a pair of rubber under your car so you can just go full throttle and just rip it. So Steve Nans, he's done 4 stops tonight. Crazy Kiwi's done 3 stops, Power's done 2, and Wheezy's done 2, and everyone else has done 1 except for Hugh. And Hugh's had a very good position change. He's got 6 positions that he's made up. Wheezy's lost 3, and Gold Power's lost 1. Matt's gained 3 positions. Primetime Raz has gained 1 position. Power has lost 2 positions. Crazy Kiwi, he's gained 1, and Steamed has gained 1 as well. That's between 2nd and 3rd. They haven't gained or lost any positions. They've stayed where they were at the start. Crazy Kiwi comes into the pits. Touching the line, just make sure you don't cross over it. It's good. And it looks like it is starting to rain now as well. Pretty sure it is. Look like it's starting to rain. So these tyres won't do them any good in the wet weather, especially around here in Singapore. Here, when it rains, it rains. It is exactly like Spa. So the rain will be cooling down their tyres, and it will also be even with no grip as well. Oh, and Steamed has got a penalty. 5-second penalty for crossing the pit lane exits. White line. And Crazy Kiwi's got a penalty as well for multiple warnings. It looks like it's only a light rain at the moment, so it doesn't look like it'll be much of a hindrance to the drivers, but it might get a bit heavier. Still no sign of the safety car coming in just yet. Currently on lap 14 out of 31. This is going to be a very interesting race now that rain is starting to come in. Starting to be a bit of a factor. Safety car is in this lap. So I think a lot of the drivers will be thinking, you know, it's got a little bit of rain coming down. Do we box in? You know, and we can just start see it getting slightly a little bit heavier on the camera. This is the sort of the moments where you're starting to think, okay, I want to look at coming in for intermediate tyres, but when will be the best time to come in for those tyres? So I'm pretty sure a lot of the drivers will be asking their engineer, getting weather updates, tyre updates. He was bunching the field up nicely. Picking up speed. And they're racing, yes. You can see it on the runoff strips and the paint, just how wet it is on those. Ryan has claimed first position. We have an incident in Sector 1. Steam lands as a lap down. Crazy Kiwi's overtaking Jack. Oh, I think saw Steen in the back just have a little bit of a fishtail moment, so. Right. And he's got himself onto a set of intermediate tyres. So he'll definitely be slower at the moment. Oh! Intermediate tyres, they're not ones that like dry tracks very much. I like a wet track, but not a fully wet track. So he's probably got tyres that are a little bit overheating right now. He's got wing damage as well. So we're looking at boxing in. Anyway. And still really close into each other. Oh, we have another incident. Steamed again. It's just not his day today. The amount of damage was when you're going to have to come in for it. There's just no way he can continue to drive. Oh. Looks like we've got some drivers out on intermediate tyres, so you obviously believe the track's damp enough. By the looks of it, still looks plenty dry. Ooh, you have a safety car incident. Try and find out where that's happened. So those that are on these slick tyres, ooh, primetime Raz. Where are you, mate? Primetime Raz has retired. So this will be. So my guess is he's probably crashed out. But those that are on the dry tyres, they'll be now be coming in for a set of intermediates. So I think those drivers that probably already came on to the intermediates probably the lap before probably will get a bit more of an advantage. Yeah, they won't have tyres that you know, a little bit one lap older than everyone else, but you think about it, they've already got the time to get their tyres up to temp. You know, they've had a lap to get used to how the car would feel as well. And as you can see, it's getting really wet on track now. There's no standing water just yet, but it's still wet enough. So, safety car number 3 tonight. We're at lap 17. So we're just over halfway. It's going to be a long night. Here's a little bit of a fun fact for those that probably don't know this about Jack Jackson, but him and I were teammates once, about 2 seasons ago, in a different league called Transnation Esports. We were in the Oceanic League for that, and Jack ended up winning the Drivers' Championship for that, and we both took home the Constructors. So Jack's a pretty good driver when it comes to wet weather. So it's quite interesting to see how the grid will go today. So pretty much everyone that's still racing at the moment is guaranteed, you know, a point, as long as they don't DNF or crash out. And there's like a little bit of standing water is starting to form in some spots. But as I said much earlier on the stream, when it rains here, it rains. There's only so much water that these intermediate tyres are able to clear from the track. If it gets any more wet, then the drivers will be looking at probably chucking on a set of wet tyres, full wet tyres. Safety car's still out at the moment. We're on lap 18 out of 31. And in first place we have Jack Jackson. Second we have Gold Power. Third we have Hugh. Fourth we have Wheezy. Seems he's just left the session, so he's probably just had a connection issue. Fifth we have Ryan. Sixth we have Power. Seventh we have Crazy Kiwi. Eighth we have Maddie Wilson. Ninth we have Steam Days, and we have 3 non-finishers at the moment. First non-finisher is Primetime Raz, second non-finisher is Ned, and last non-finisher is Sam's Easy. So a very intense race. We're waiting to see when we're going to be going green. So for those that are unaware, we've had one pretty serious crash tonight involving Ned and Sanzizi. So it'll be one that the stewards will definitely be looking at, and Jack just had a slight fishtail there, I think. Don't believe he might just be keeping his tyres warm. On Singapore, when this track here gets wet, it is an entirely different beast. It is very much like Spa. And he has safety cars coming in this lap. It's only a bit of time before we're ready to go racing. Jack is keeping the field in nice and close. Just doing a little weaving a little around the place to keep his tyres nice and warm. So we currently have 13 laps, 12 laps to go at the moment. Steamed has 11 laps. Complete as he's a lap down. And we're getting ready to go green flags. And we are green flags. Let's see if anyone's going to take any advantage here. Wheezy and Ryan have made some overtakes by the looks. Very, very hard track. Oh, and we've got an... Oh. Power, you lucky man. Very, very lucky not to send it into the wall. Yeah. Even Gold Power in a slight tussle. Ooh, the pink Mercedes looking at the inside. He can hold it around the inside part. They're still neck and neck at the moment. Someone has to back off here. Hugh gets a 3-second time penalty and Wheezy moves in and spot. He's still closing in on to Wheezy though. He's looking for a move around. He's going on the inside perhaps. Not quite. He's going to bide his time. He's going to wait. Still cool. So approaching the grandstand section. Oh, slight contact was made by Ryan. Got thing as well. He does. So something. 6-1. Hours. Whoa. The start finish straight as well. So he's going to have to be driving pretty much a whole lap to the pits. And a damaged wing as well. So he'll be going slow. He was keeping very close to Wheezy. So it's going to be a very, very tight race. It's keeping less than a second at the moment. Unfortunately, DRS is not activated at this current point in time. So the drivers will be using their ERS and their fuel mix to get the most out of their cars. We've had an incident in sector. No, it doesn't look like there's any damage. No. Doesn't appear so. So I might have just had a little bit of a moment. We're keeping on board with Hugh at the moment. It's getting very close into Wheezy there. Oop. Oh, this doesn't look good. Power's gone into the runoff. Trunking the fact that he's got no front wing on him at all. Oh, and Zizi looks like he's gone into the runoff a bit slightly as well. So he had a bit of a lock-up. This is a spot you want to be very careful with if you've got a damaged wing. Power's done a very good job to get back to the pits though. There we go. Wheezy is closing in to gold power. Wheezy's trying to go that second spot on the podium. Oh, it's a nice catch there. Not a place you want to really look down the inside on, because that's just cost you time, that has. No, Hugh has overtaken Wheezy. Move that Wheezy did just after the bridge. Not a very smart move. It's cost him a podium. His tyres just touched the wall there. No damage to the wing though, that's good. These three are in a very tight battle at the moment. Hugh will be trying to stall Wheezy as best he can, so that his teammate can get a nice good run on him. Sanzizi's had a slight moment. Again on sector 3. Oh no, it looks like he's got wing damage. He does have wing damage. He'll be then get back into the pits. Goes right into his teammate, so it'll be interesting to see what the team orders are here. So Ferrari will say to let Hugh through, or to just hold up Wheezy. It'll be quite interesting to see what the team orders will be. still... Oh, I think Weezy might have touched the wall there. Doesn't appear to have any damage. He's going down the inside. Oh, nearly made contact with his teammate there. Jack's got a very commanding lead of 5 seconds. Keep on gold at Weedy because this is a very close battle at the moment between these two. And just over half a second separates them. Weeds will be looking for any opportunity that he can get past him, but he'll also be very mindful of the dirty air that'll be being created, especially at a time like this. When it's wet, and when it's wet, you need all the downforce you can get. If you stay behind one drive too long, you can end up with a slight bit of understeer or oversteer, and that'll just really just destroy you. Incident in sector 1. And Ryan has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So it is still raining at the moment. It just looked for a second as I had a bit of... It's still raining, so it'll... Got about 7 laps, or less than 7 laps to go for this Grand Prix. And Jack has got quite a lead on 4 seconds. If you can have a 4-second lead on you in the wet, it's quite an impressive feat to do. Easy and Gold Power are very close at the moment. Not quite at a second yet, but they're very close on a second difference between themselves. A lot of this would all come down to time penalties, and Weezy's picked up a time penalty of 3 seconds for multiple warnings, so pretty much at this current point in time, any chance he has of possibly gaining a spot on the podium might be well and truly gone by now. Whether it's gone or not, and you have cars that are this close together, always makes for a good battle. Than half a sec, well, pretty much half a second is what separates them. They have very good control. Very good control by these drivers here. It's wet. So the track is absolutely soaked. They're driving with no assists at all, so they have no traction control, no anti-braking system, no braking assists. no pit assists. It's all then. It's just all basically done by touch and muscle memory. Oh, Weezy makes a little bit of contact with the wall. He doesn't have any damage to his wing by the looks. It did. That was a pretty decent hit. And it has cost him time. And again, some more penalties. So let's see, we have pretty much about 5 laps to go. So for those that are watching, put down in the comments who you would put down as your driver of the day. Jack's lead has come down a little bit. He's only 2.6 seconds away from the nearest competitor. I know a lot of these drivers here will probably be starting to sweat right now. The heart will be starting to race a little bit as well. So they'll be starting to stress a little bit as to hopefully not make a mistake. Especially for those that are in the top 3. Just one little mistake could cost you a spot on the podium. They have 4 laps to go. This Grand Prix. Jack is currently in the lead with Hugh behind him, followed by Gold Power, and then just after that we have Wheezy. In 5th we have Crazy Kiwi. In 6th we have Ryan. 7th we have Maddie Wilson. 8th we have Power, and then last we have Stained. DRS has been enabled, so the track's dry enough, they reckon. The race director reckons the track is dry enough for DRS to be enabled. It does look like it's dried out a bit. It'll be interesting to see if the drivers will decide to come in, chuck on some dry tyres, maybe a set of softs. So have a look and see who's got the fastest lap at the moment. I'm pretty sure Wheezy has the fastest lap at the moment of a 1:39.2. Wheezy has got one point at the moment. And Hugh, Bold and Wheezy are in. Oh! Ooh, Power's put himself in a really bad spot. They'll be looking at him, trying to decide whether to come in and box him. probably will come in box. So it looks as though a lot of the drivers now are coming in and putting on dry tyres now that the track has dried up. Jack has stayed out on the intermediate tyres. So yeah, his tyres will be starting to get a little bit warm. Hugh, though, will be closing in that gap very quickly. But he's got quite a large gap that he has to make up. 20 odd seconds. And he's got to be able to lap, get it right down and get in front of Jack to win this Grand Prix. All within 2 laps. It looks as though Jack's put possibly maybe mats between him and Hugh. So that's another thing that Hugh would have to get past, and Jack's coming around for lap 30 out of 31. He's still deciding to stay out on intermediate tyres. It's a very interesting strategy, that. But he's losing a lot of time. Hugh is only 11 seconds away. And they still have one more lap after this one to go. Now, intermediate tyres don't do very well in the dries. You can still drive with them in the dry, but it is not a tyre that's particularly designed to drive in dry conditions. They will just overheat. They don't have much surface area. Also, it looks like the tyre might be balding a bit as well. So, whatever grip is left in there is not going to be there. Oh, and Hugh is closed into 2 seconds. So Jack will really be starting to sweat now. Now he's in less than a second. It's going to be very interesting to see whether Jack can hold on to the lead and win the Grand Prix, or if Hugh is going on the inside. Hugh gets a time penalty of 3 seconds, so all Jack has to do is keep himself within 3 seconds, and he has possibly got this victory with him. But on a set of intermediate tyres, that's a big ask. Jump on with Hugh. Hugh has extended his lead out to 4 seconds. Now it's 5, so Jack will really need to push hard. But I don't think that's going to happen. Jack is just losing too much time, and Ryan gets the new fastest lap of a 1:38.5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hugh has probably got this race in the bag for him. He's already extended his gap out to, and Jack's been overtaken again by Weezy and Gold Power. Yeah. Oh, looks like we've got a slight incident. And here we go, folks. Around the final corner to win is Hugh, and he also sets the fastest lap of the race as well with a 1:37.9. So at the moment, Hugh currently in first place. Oh, Wheezy. Oh, Wheezy's binned it. So Jack moves up into third. Oh, Wheezy, he'll be kicking himself for it. So fourth goes to Crazy Kiwi. Fifth will go to Ryan. Sixth will go to Matty Wilson. Seventh will go to Power. And eighth will most likely go to Steamed. As we watch as the final car comes across the line. Oh, Wheezy. So close to home. He deserved that. He fought really hard to win that. So it looks like we've had a 1-2 for Ferrari. When you look at it, all three drivers are powered by Ferrari units. Ferrari power units. Alright, let's have a look at the race director. Well, that's it, folks. That was a very intense race. It had one big crash. Yeah. So that'll be it for today's race. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Most likely probably be doing either Div 1 or Division 2 commentating. So until then, catch you guys all later. Peace.